Hello, I'm Luo. It's December and the year is coming to an end. No matter what was accomplished this year, the past is set in stone and cannot be changed. Today, we are going to examine idioms that describe things that can be taken back. 覆水难收 There are many variations on the range of this idiom, but they are largely similar in content. Therefore, I choose the story of the Han Dynasty official 朱买臣, which is found in 今日奴棒打薄情郎 from volume 27 of 御世名言 Stories to Enlighten the World. First, let's get acquainted with 御世名言. This is a collection of short stories written by Feng Menglong during the Ming Dynasty. It was first published in 1620. If you are interested, you can access the electronic archive via the link in the description. The chapter 今日奴棒打薄情郎 contains two main stories, one about a wife abandoning her husband, and another about a husband abandoning his wife. The idiom 覆水难收 is associated with one of the stories. 覆水, spelled water. 难收 is too hard to retrieve and basically impossible. This idiom centers on the life of a renowned official from the Han Dynasty named 朱买臣. Before he achieved success, 朱买臣and his wife lived in poverty. To survive, he caught firewood in the mountains and sold it in the marketplace. Despite his hardships, he was a scholar who was inseparable from his books. Even when he was carrying a heavy load of firewood, he held a book and recited and chanted as he walked. The local people were accustomed to the sound of his breathing, and knowing he was a scholar, they often brought his firewood to support him. However, there were always people who mocked others for fun. One day, while fetching water, his wife saw the children making fun of 朱买臣. Deeply ashamed, she confronted him. If you want to study, stop selling firewood. If you want to sell firewood, stop reading. You are not crazy, yet you act this way and are laughed at by children. I am utterly mortified. 朱买臣 replied calmly. I sell firewood to escape poverty, and I study to gain wealth and rank. They do not interfere with each other. Let them laugh. His wife scoffed. Since ancient times, who has ever heard of a woodcutter becoming an official? You are talking nonsense. 朱买臣 insisted that his time would come. Someone calculated my birth chart and said that I am destined to rise at the age of 15. You must be patient. His wife was unmoved, saying that she would surely starve if she waited another 7 years. She was determined to leave him. 朱买臣 continued, You have endured for so long, yet you are heartless enough to leave me just before I acquire my fortune. If you abandon me now, you will surely regret it later. But she persisted. Seeing her absolute resolve, he sighed and let her go. He wrote a poem on the wall, expressed his sadness, yet a lack of bitterness. 嫁犬逐犬，嫁鸡逐鸡。妻自弃我，我不弃妻。It means, marry a dog, follow a dog. Marry a chicken, follow a chicken. It's my wife who abandoned me, not me abandoning her. When Zhu Maichen turned 15, the emperor summoned talented individuals. Recommended by an acquaintance, he was appointed governor of Huiji. When he arrived to take his post, local officials organized the workers to repair the roads. Among the laborers was Zhu Maichen's ex-wife's current husband, and his ex-wife, disheveled and barefoot, followed him to bring him food. She recognized the new governor as her ex-husband. Similarly, Zhu Maichen spotted his ex-wife and had her and her current husband summoned and escorted in a carriage behind his. At the official residence, the ex-wife was overcome with shame. She bowed and apologized, confessing her regret for being short-sighted. He laughed and pointed to her current husband, saying that he was clearly no better than the former Zhu Maichen. She begged him to take her back, even as a maid or concubine. Zhu Maichen ordered a bucket of water to be brought and spilled onto the stone steps. He told her, "We might be reconciled if you can collect the spilled water and return it to the bucket, remembering the bond we shared when we were married in our youth. I will give you and your husband a small plot of land in the backyard to farm." As she left the official residence, passers-by pointed and said, "That's the former wife of the new governor." Overwhelmed by deep shame and humiliation, she went to the garden and drowned herself in a nearby river. Therefore, the idiom 覆水难收 is used to describe the idea that divorced couples can't reconcile. Therefore, the idiom 覆水难收 is used to describe the idea that a divorced couple can't reconcile, or you can't unbrand a deal. Therefore, the idiom 覆水难收 is used to describe the idea that a divorced couple can't reconcile, or you can't unbrand a deal. Similar idiom, we have 木已成舟。木 log 已成已经成为 has already become 舟 boat. The ancient boat was originally made by hollowing out the center of a single large log. During the initial stages of crafting, if one regretted the decision, the log could be repurposed. However, once the wood was completely hollowed out and the boat was fully constructed, it would be too late to change one's mind. Therefore, we use the idiom 木已成舟, show that the outcome of an event or situation is final and cannot be changed. There is also a common saying, 生米煮成熟饭. Literally, raw rice has been cooked into done rice. Naturally, this cooking process is irreversible, just as bread cannot turn back into flour. Both expressions are used to describe situations where what has happened cannot be changed, or a decision that has been made cannot be retracted. 话一说出口就覆水难收，怎能不慎言? Once words are spoken, they are like water poured out and cannot be retrieved. How can one not be careful with their speech? 既然我们已经把所有资金都投入新专案里，木已成舟，只能全力以赴了。Since we have already invested all our capital into a new project, the die is cast. We can only go all. 他已经结婚，现在孩子都要生了，生米都煮成熟饭啦，你后悔也没有用了。She's already married and about to have a baby. What's done is done. Your regret won't change anything now. Now let's have a quick review. All three expressions signify irreversibility, but 覆水难收 emphasize regret over the consequence of an action. 木已成舟 emphasize declining the situation as facts or settled. And 生米煮成熟饭 emphasize accepting the established facts. Okay, it's today's video. I hope you like it and share your idea with me. Thank you for watching and see you next time.